Brent, but some people claim rivalries are less relevant now. What do you think?
Well, you have to have history before you have the rivalry. And so when teams have fallen off in terms of their competitiveness and winning championships and being league leaders for several seasons, Kevin, now somebody else has to replace them. You got to reestablish teams facing one another 4 and 5 times in a row. Probably the best example, recent memory, have been the NBA Finals, where the Cleveland Cavaliers and Golden State Warriors saw each other. Very familiar for many seasons.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Now the pass to Robinson. Here's Barrett. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That's all the defense can do. Barrett just appeared determined to score. Didn't care who was on it.
Green kicks to Randle. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Pass to Smith. Makes the most of the high percentage shot.
How about that for some confidence? Dennis Smith Jr. isn't afraid of trying his luck on the inside.
Rondo passes to LeBron. First quarter, about 1.5 minutes in. Rondo dishes to LeBron. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Green outside. That shot off. So New York will take it the other way.
Tons and tons of playing time to be had in New York for Coach Fizdale. Second-round players, second-chance players. A lot of these guys are going to get their shot. Of course, R.J. Barrett, the guy they're going to lean on most to see what he's capable of doing and how quickly he can learn. But the Knicks have a ton of developing to do this year.
And so it's the Lakers with it, following the score by New York. Inside, Rondo. And he gets the bucket.
And this is why Rondo's teammates love to run and play with him. Fearless as a competitor and terrific at scoring in deep.
And last season, Brent, guys like Robinson, Dotson, and Moutier, they all got to see the floor for the Knicks.
Yeah, those moments helped, although all of those guys are not back with the Knicks this coming season. But that younger talent getting out on the NBA floor for actual NBA minutes could help them to play a pivotal role moving forward for those players.
Here's Smith, following the basket by Kyle Kuzma. Outside, Robinson. Here's Randle. And there's another one for the Knicks.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight, Kevin. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Rondo finds Davis. 1:51 left in the first. Takes the 13-footer. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Smith with it. He's picked up by Rondo. And it's Smith missing.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
And that one's good. Green.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
You take a look at Anthony Davis and his frame and think about his rookie year coming in so thin and moved around a lot by bigger, stronger players in the post. No longer the case, as he's put on a ton of muscle to that frame and continues to grow in the strength area along with his confidence. That's helped him out a lot.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. JaVale McGee comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Danny Green. And Cook sub in for Rajon Rondo. The Lakers with the ball. Following the miss by Marcus Morris. Cook, good.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
The Knicks have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's Trier. McGee with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Daniels, he's checked in for James. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Trier. 4 on the shot clock. The rebound by Cook. And it's Cook with the ball for Los Angeles. "20 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Cousins, no good.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Here's Trier. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside Portis, and stolen by Cousins. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Lakers lead by 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for the Lakers right now, Caldwell Pope out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Cook in at the point guard position. One is off. Most every team now, Brent, looking to run when they can run. Who's the most lethal big man in transition? He can get baseline to baseline in a hurry and make a difference at the other end.
Don't think I've seen any player do the type of things at his size and with his stride than Giannis. I just think there were eye-popping plays that people could not wrap their head around what it is he could do. Taking 2 steps from half court, lengthening out his right arm to finish at the rim, grabbing offensive rebounds from the block, not taking any steps and dunking it over the top and getting to the free throw line. Giannis running in transition as a big is a problem for the defense.
And all that on the offense, but on his defensive side, he was always doing the same kind of things defensively. Blocking shots, blocking out, whatever the case may be.
Yep, causing, I mean, just the simple fact of being a deterrent, Kevin, to people coming into the lane and using that length. I mean, Giannis Antetokounmpo is something special in that regard as a big.
Both ends of the floor, I totally agree. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Three-pointer, Daniels, good on the three-point shot. Daniels has got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Cook looking it over. Pass to Bradley. Just 5 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Well, that's a good job by Avery Bradley, recognizing that he had an open teammate and get it to him in a good position.
Now Ellington. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Morris kicks to Portis. Fires from the wing. Morris, no good. Los Angeles leading by 4. And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis. For a time, Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry. The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season we thought the Knicks' cornerstone player was Kristaps Porzingis. But the player and the team fell out of love with each other, and the Knicks traded him to Dallas. The draft picks and cap space freed them up for a wild summer, led by the drafting of rookie R.J. Barrett in the draft. Now New York has one of the more drastically revamped rosters in the league. Kevin, there's a lot to be excited about going forward in the Big Apple.
Big moves indeed, David. Thank you.
Recognizing spacing on the floor there, Dennis Smith Jr. with a nice job of delivering.
Here's Daniels. Ellington defending. Here's Cook. Passes it to Kuzma. Makes it off the glass. Kuzma's got his second basket.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
Morris kicks to Smith. Outside Portis. Back to Smith. From deep. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Davis is checked in for Cousins. LeBron comes in for Bradley. Danny Green, he's checked in for Troy Daniels. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Quinn Cook. And a new group in for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Portis. Julius Randle comes in for Taj Gibson. Kevin Knox is checked in for Morris. And Barrett subbed in for Wayne Ellington. Here's Davis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, as good as AD already is, to think that there's still upside to his game, it's really remarkable. Athletic, talented, and continues to work hard to maximize his talents.
He's off on the first.
Well, we keep talking a lot about Anthony Davis and the fact that when he was a young player, he played the point guard position, and then all of a sudden grew like 60 inches to play center position. You see that skill set show up now and again, but really what you're seeing now about AD is his maturity in the game, finding spots on the floor where he can absolutely be dominant and control any kind of offensive possession from wherever he is on the floor.
Here's LeBron. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Knicks trail by 5. Smith the pass to Robinson. 50 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Knox. Off target from outside.
Perfectly played defensively there. He made that a very difficult look.
Here's Davis trying to get open as Kuzma. And it's Davis missing. And so it's Randle bringing it up now for the New York Knicks. Barrett goes back up, and the layup is up and in.
Man, sometimes it feels like Barrett wants it more than anyone else on the floor.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Rondo against Randle. Randle grabs the board. To the left side wing. Here's Knox. And the last shot before the buzzer is off.
I like the way LeBron uses his body sometimes on the defensive end. Is not afraid to get a little bit physical, especially after all that bumping he takes on the offensive end.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. If you look at the second quarter scoring, they had a small edge. They really hung tough as we got close to halftime. And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Knicks trail by 3.
And with the Knicks rebuilding their roster this summer, there is hope in the air.
Well, 2 big swings they were hopeful to take. One was at the draft and ending up getting the second overall pick in R.J. Barrett. Certainly points the team in the right direction. The second one was in free agency. And unfortunately for the New York Knicks, again, a bit of a swing and a miss. So we'll see if through some youth and maybe some flexible contracts, the Knicks can find a way to finally construct something in Gotham.
Tipping off the second half, here's David Fizdale's 5. Knox and Randle, they're the forwards. Dennis Smith is out there with Barrett. And it's Robinson in at the 5, roaming the paint. Count that one. And the Lakers lead by 2.
Even though Davis gets bodied just a little bit, he still knocks down the shot right in the defense's face.
The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Green against Smith. And he banks in the layup. Smith's got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
Now that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Green taking his time here. Back to LeBron. Over Barrett. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Green. James has got 6 points.
And this is why LeBron shoots such a high percentage. He picks his spots, and then he burrows his way right to the interior.
There's the pass to Randle. Shoots over Kuzma. Randle no good. The Lakers shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting a shot. Thank you so much. New York calls timeout.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope comes in for Green. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Taj Gibson's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Reggie Bullock comes in for Kevin Knox. Alonzo Trier's checked in for Barrett. And Ellington is subbed in for Smith. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Ellington. LeBron against Randle. Pass to Cousins. Loads it up for Davis, and Davis throws it down. In player development, Brent, what are some of the primary things that can be taught?
I think in today's game, what a lot of PD coaches are looking at, Kevin, is just decision making, playing out of the pick and roll and coming off into a spot where you're making the correct reads. It's much like, and you cover a lot of football, where you can talk to quarterbacks about their checkdowns.
Yes.
I think you can teach guys how it is that when they come off a screen, what's going to be available to them, and paint pictures for them so that when they're on the floor, they become second nature in terms of their decision making. That can be huge. And then the second thing is always player development, working on confidence in shooting the basketball. You just want guys to feel like whatever shot they're taking, they've got a great chance of making it.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Here's Trier. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Randle no good.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
It's good. And it's an 8-point Laker lead.
Well, this is where Cousins' size helps him to have a passing window to find open teammates.
Pass to Trier. Lets it go with a three. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
And it's Davis missing. And so it's Randle bringing it up now for New York. Bullock good.
Yeah, the man was wide open there, and Julius Randle understood the timing to get him the ball to get that score.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Good on the bucket. 14 points for LeBron.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Trier. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Knocked loose. Here's Randle, and Davis sends it back.
Just a wonderful effort from Davis on the defensive end with that rejection.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Lakers leading by 7. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Bradley is out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's McGee in at the 5. That's the Laker 5. Bradley deciding where to go with it. 5 to shoot. Here's James. It's rebounded by Portis. Knicks trail by 7. In the corner, Barrett with it. No good on the 3.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled the guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
Smith outside. Pass to Morris. And the foul on Avery Bradley. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Green in for Avery Bradley. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for New York. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Barrett the pass to Knox. Off target from three-point range. Lakers leading by 9. Floats it up for Davis. Lays it in off a pretty alley-oop.
Danny Green is such a fantastic system player, and this is a pretty fantastic system, so it's working out well.
The pass to Smith. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. That one wide left for Los Angeles. They've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. James, and James throws it down.
LeBron exploiting the defense once again, knowing when to slash and gets himself to the rim.
New York calls timeout.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
The Knicks making a switch here. Randle's checked in. He has a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Fizdale talking to his team. He is not pleased. He told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Well, Randle can hold his own down on the inside with that physical frame, Kevin.
And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
And the first one drops.
Randle really improved in his shooting range from 10 to 16 feet last year, and that just makes him so much more a complete offensive threat in any system he plays in.
Both free throws good from Randle.
An expanding offensive game for Julius Randle, as the first few years he was driving in with his head down and not able to finish around taller players on the interior part of defenses. But last year, tremendous finisher, added some three-point shooting, and was much better from the mid-range. He becomes a bit of a matchup nightmare if he's got all three of those things working.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Kuzma outside. Pass to Rondo. Shot clock at 5. Back to Kuzma. Fires the 3. Smith with some nice D. And Brent, the blend of strength, agility, and speed makes Randle a handful, and he's going downhill.
He's dangerous around the rim, Kevin, and if he's got a live dribble where he's caught the ball around the elbow or the top of the key and to put the ball down on the deck, get up to speed, he becomes tough to guard. It'd be really interesting if the Knicks can explore him in some transition opportunities, getting out on the break where he might be able to rebound and push it out, a la a Draymond Green type of play. What about the courage right there, sacrificing his body to get the high percentage attempt at the rim?
Robinson finds Smith. Here's Knox. Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound goes to Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. 1:36 left here in the fourth quarter. Smith outside. Down low. From close range. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Randle.
Well, Randle finding out some creative ways how to score on the inside, becoming smarter and more adept at doing so.
Timeout called. The Lakers. They're in front by 11. We've got 1:23 left in the game. chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. They get it again. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Davis has got the lead up to 13 now for the Lakers.
To look at the frame of AD when he came into the league as opposed to it is now, he's so much more tough and more physical and doesn't mind the contact.
Here's Randle. That shot off the mark, and the Lakers take it the other way. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Lakers.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LeBron.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and it's Davis missing. Here's Knox. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin.